Hey everyone, Baird here. Hope you're all having a great day, and in today's video we are going to be talking about some reasons why you probably aren't getting sales on your Shopify store. So let's do it. So today's consulting call winner is Bill K. You didn't comment a video idea, but you said ecom, hey, just found you a couple days ago and I'm loving the info you provide, great content. So I guess you'll get away with it this time. You won today's consulting call, so congratulations. Guys, you've been absolutely loving the consulting calls lately. I've been getting absolutely amazing feedback from everyone who's won a consulting call, so thank you everyone who has won a consulting call and has chatted with me in the past. I appreciate your feedback, and it really motivates me to continue doing consulting calls with the future winners from the future videos that I create. So congratulations once again to Bill K. Just message me on Instagram. My Instagram is right here at Baird Strudwick. Give me your name and number and we will set up a phone call and a time and date to talk about whatever you want. It's a free consulting call. So if you guys want to win a free consulting call, all you have to do is 1, be subscribed, 2, like this video, and 3, comment ecom along with a video idea you would like to see me make in the future. And that's simple. So that being said, let's move on into the video. So the first reason is branding. You need to make sure you are branding your store. When I say that, I don't mean private labeling. You don't have to go out there and private label every single product that you want to sell. I'm saying brand your store around the products that you sell. So if I was selling jewelry, I'd make my store look as much like a boutique or a jewelry store as possible. I'd make it look, kind of feminine, elegant, luxurious, because I'm selling high-class jewelry. I wouldn't want my store to look very basic and like a trucker store if I'm selling jewelry, because it just doesn't work like that. So make sure you are branding your store correctly. Make sure your store layout is correlated to the type of products that you sell. So obviously you don't want your store to look like some outdoors niche store if you're selling jewelry. Now another reason is marketing. You need to make sure you are marketing your products correctly, and that could be using Facebook ads incorrectly. We'll go on to that further down in this video. Or it could be Instagram influencers. You are just choosing really bad Instagram influencers. Now there are Instagram influencers out there who have fake followers, fake likes, fake engagement, fake comments, all of that. It's completely fake. And the whole reason why they do that is to lure people like you who are looking to run promotions on their page and have you pay them $20 for a promotion that will actually not do anything for you, and you won't get any sales. You'll get barely any traffic to your store. There are a lot of bad influencers out there, so you need to make sure you're finding Instagram influencers to post your ads that have good engagement, or else you're just going to be losing money, and I don't want you guys losing money. So make sure you're choosing your Instagram influencers wisely. Now another thing could be a bad niche choice. Maybe you just decided to go into the wrong niche. Let's just say you wanted to sell video game supplies, but you decided since it's springtime and daffodils will start sprouting, so you want to get everything you have and create a flower shop, an online flower shop. You know nothing about flowers. You wanted to sell video game equipment, but you're gonna make a flower shop because you think that that's what the smartest thing is, because it's summertime and it's warming up and flowers are gonna be sprouting out the ground soon. No, don't do that. Make sure you choose a niche where you know what you're selling. I'm not gonna go into a niche where I don't know anything about. Unless I do a ton of research about that niche before I dive into it, then I would. But before that, I'm not going to dive into a niche like flowers, or because I don't know anything about that. Another potential reason why you're not getting sales is you do not have a back-end sequence set up. So let's just say somebody goes to your website, they add to cart, they initiate checkout, but they abandon their cart. What you could do to get that customer back automatically is have an email retargeting sequence. Let's just say you abandon your checkout, and an hour after you abandon your checkout, I'm gonna send you an email saying, hey, looks like you abandoned your checkout, take this extra 10% off discount code on me, and have a great day. Then that'll bring somebody back to your, maybe they wanted to buy that product, but the price wasn't amazing or something and just turned them off. If you have a email remarketing sequence or a text message remarketing or retargeting sequence, then you'll get customers back to your store who are already interested. And that kind of goes into retargeting, which I'll talk about further on in this video. So make sure you have an email marketing retargeting sequence set up when you start, running ads. Now, another reason why you couldn't be getting sales is because of your store design. You could just have a bad store design, whether it's just a theme where you've incorrectly customized it, or a premium theme that's just completely over the top and there's way too much information. There's trust badges everywhere, there's urgency, there's countdown timers, there's pop-ups, there's so much going on in your store that your customer just gets completely overwhelmed and thinks that you're just trying to scam them because of all the moving gadgets here and there, and they completely just get turned off and leave your site. So make sure you have a good quality site. So keep your website simple, don't overcomplicate it, don't add too many things, don't add too many apps, because that will only turn people off. So another thing could be you just chose a bad niche. Maybe you just chose a niche that you had no knowledge about. I chose the ballerina niche. I'm a football player. I know nothing about ballerinas. I'm not even a football player, but let's just say I was. I don't think I do nearly as well in that industry as I would in my football industry, because this is what I know about. I don't know anything about that sport. This is what I'm good at. So if you know what you're selling, then that only helps you find your ideal customer, because I don't know what the ballerina's ideal customer is, because I don't know what a ballerina, what their demographics are, what they like, what kind of hobbies they have. All of that I don't really know, but I know football players, what they like and what kind of interests they have, what TV shows they like. All of that I know. So that will really help me out with targeting, with finding products, with advertising my products, making ad copies, absolutely everything. It helps you understand your ideal customer because you are your ideal customer. So if you can be your ideal customer, then that really, really helps you out when it's whether it's selling products, whether it's finding products, whether it's advertising, creating ad copy. All of that really helps out. Now, another thing on top of the store design is you could just have bad images for your store. So let's just say you imported a product off of AliExpress and there's horrible quality imagery, and people just see that on your store and they see that you're trying to sell a what kind of product can I grab out of nowhere? They see that you're trying to sell a hammer. I don't know, I just put shelves up on my wall, that's why I have a hammer here on my desk. They see you're trying to sell a hammer, but it looks horrible, it's pixelated, it's not a quality image, and because of the horrible quality image, they think that they're going to get, if they order this, a horrible quality hammer. So if you have a great quality image of a good quality hammer that's really nice, then they'll think that, okay, that hammer looks really nice, looks really clean, really sleek, I want that hammer. So make sure your imagery is very high quality on your site. Now, one way you can get higher quality images for your products is to not get it off of AliExpress. AliExpress does not have great quality imagery. You need to go to websites like Taobao or Tmall or DHgate. The suppliers who have the best quality imagery will be the ones ranked at the top. So go on those kind of websites and use better quality imagery. Now, if you can't find websites that have photos or you can't find photos of that product, then order it off of Amazon and take the photos yourself, especially if that's a really good performing product. If it's performing well and you're not using good quality images, just imagine how much better it will perform once you start using better quality images. So make sure you're using good quality images, and that goes the same for videos as well. If you're using horrible video ads for your product, then obviously it's not going to work nearly as well as if you use a high quality video of your product being used. If I see a horrible quality ad, then I immediately assume, well, probably just me, but I immediately assume that that ad's probably been ripped off of. The more people download an ad and then repost it, and then somebody else steals that and downloads it and then reposts it their own way, the quality keeps on diminishing. So make sure you have a higher quality video or photo, because that will only help you stand out. Because people are used to seeing horrible quality videos, so if you have a not horrible quality video, then you're doing the right thing. And that also is tied into your description, your price, and your title. So if my description for this hammer was super basic, I didn't even have a description, then people aren't going to know how cool this hammer is. I need to tell them what this hammer does. Maybe this isn't the best product to use. I need to tell them why this hammer is cool. I can take nails out of the wall. You can put nails in the wall. It's got a really grippy handle. It's got cool coloring to it. It's a, what kind of metal is this? How sturdy is it? Is there a warranty? What's the shipping time on this? How fast can I get this product? There is a lot you need to put in your description when you're selling the product, because they've already been convinced to go to your product page. So if you can sell them your product in the description and have a good price, let's just say this hammer is, I buy it for $2, I'm gonna sell it for $20, I'm not gonna sell it for $200, because this isn't a Gucci hammer, this is just a normal everyday hammer. You need to make sure this is priced reasonably. Nobody's gonna buy a $200 hammer, they're gonna buy a $20 hammer or a $30 hammer. And so if you have a good quality description, good quality imagery, good title, and a good price, then you're doing the right thing, and the chances of somebody purchasing off your site are so much higher. I don't know why I'm still holding this hammer. Now, another thing could be you don't have any sales training. You're not really that good at selling products. And that's fine, that's completely fine, because that is a skill you can learn. And with all of these are all issues that you can fix. These are not issues that, all right, if I'm doing this wrong, then I'm screwed. These are all problems that if you fix your title, if you fix your description, if you fix your store, fix your ads, fix everything that I'm talking about, you can start seeing some success. It's that simple. So just work on checking off everything that I'm saying you're maybe doing wrong, make sure you're not doing it wrong, and then fix it. So learn how to sell, learn what makes customers buy, learn what strikes interest or sparks emotion in a customer's mind when they see a certain product. So if you learn that, then you can sell anything. So learning how to sell is your biggest skill that you'll need in this whole business model, because we're selling stuff online. If you don't know how to sell products online, then you're gonna need to know how to sell products online. Now, that being said, maybe you're not targeting correctly with Facebook ads. So a lot of people, when they start off with Facebook ads, they don't see success, they don't see sales, because they're targeting completely wrong. And you could be doing everything right, and you could just be doing little things wrong, like not checking off that little expand interest box when it may improve Facebook's targeting, whatever. You need to make sure that box is not checked off. If it is checked off, then you're probably not getting any sales. But little things like that make a huge difference. So make sure you're targeting correctly. I've got a whole bunch of Facebook targeting videos, so check them out. They'll probably be linked up here or down below in the description if you want to learn how to target with Facebook ads. But make sure your targeting is good. Make sure if I'm selling a Uzi chain, I'm not advertising to ballerinas, or I'm not advertising to Mormons or for, you know, don't advertise to Shaolin monks. I want to advertise to people I want to advertise to those who are interested in streetwear, who are interested in jewelry, interested in famous rappers. Those kind of people would be interested in this one product, not people who are ballerinas or Shaolin monks or people who you would never see wearing this one product. So learn how to target correctly with Facebook ads, especially before you start spending a lot of money on Facebook. Alright, so I'm editing this video right now. One thing I want to add is you need to make sure when you're using Facebook ads, you don't target like a worldwide audience and then not choose English for a language. Little things like that really matter. If I chose to target the whole world and I didn't refine by people who only spoke English, then you're going to be showing ads to people who don't even speak English and who don't understand your ad. So make sure you're not doing that, because that's just going to waste your money on impressions that will give you nothing in return. Make sure you are targeting people who speak English, who are not in bad traffic countries. That's another thing. You need to make sure you're not targeting bad traffic countries like India, Indonesia, Thailand, Philippines, China, Japan, Brazil, Germany sometimes. Those kind of countries have the highest fraud rate and the highest return rate. So you need to make sure you are not targeting those countries, because you could lose money in the long run. Yes, it might get you some sales, but you probably will be getting some chargebacks, some fraudulent orders, some disputes, because these people, you know, not all of them are going to be legitimate orders. So make sure you are targeting people who are not in high fraud areas. So another thing could be you just don't have a budget. You just don't have a budget. You're starting Shopify off with $30 to your name. That's all you have, and that's going to cover your first month's Shopify plan, plus the 14-day free trial. If you guys don't have a Shopify account, check out the first link in the description if you guys want a free 14-day free trial. But you need to make sure you have at least some budget to work with, some money to work with when you start off with Shopify, because if you don't, then you know, you're not really setting yourself up for success. Yes, there are so many different ways you can get free traffic to your store and get free sales. I made a video about that. Check it out. The video will probably be up here once again. But you need to make sure you have some money you can burn with Shopify, because there's a learning curve. You're starting a business. Think about it. Back in the day, if you started a business, you need a lot of money. You need to buy a brick and mortar store. You need to buy inventory. You need to buy employees. You need to buy product. There are so many upfront costs when you're starting a business back in the day. But now think about it. All you need is $30 to start a Shopify account, and then everything else on top of that you don't necessarily need, but you've already created your business with $30 to your name. The cost of getting started is so much lower than it was back in the day. It is a fraction of a fraction of a fraction compared to what it used to be. So think about it that way. You're starting a whole business from your living room, from your mom's basement, from wherever, and you only have to spend, you know, 30 bucks, 40 bucks, 50 bucks here and there just to get started off. So make sure you have maybe a couple $100s of money to spend when you're starting off with Shopify. So you can do Instagram influencers, you can start doing Facebook ads, you can really just have some money to work with. Money basically is oxygen in a business. So if you do not have any money, you don't have any air to breathe. And if you don't have any air to breathe, then you're gonna die fairly quickly, because everyone needs oxygen and businesses need money to survive. That's just how it works. Now, let's just say you're running ads correctly, you've got a great store, you've got everything set up perfectly, everything I just mentioned, you're already doing that perfectly, but you're still not getting any sales. Now, chances are, it's your product. You could have a completely horrible store, as you guys can see right here, this one snorkeling mask store, no apps, completely basic, very, very simple, looks like a beginner just made it. You guys can see the store right here, this snorkel store, super basic, but it is doing super, super well because they have winning products. It's almost summertime, it's warming up out there, and people are going out on camping trips, on adventures, on vacations, and this product is in demand. And this store knows that it's in demand. They made a one product store, or it's actually a couple products on the store, but their layout is very simple and they are doing very well. The Facebook ad that I clicked on to get to this store, I think has almost 3 million views. So you guys can see this video, look at the engagement on this video. There's millions of views on this video, and you expect a really high quality store once you click on the link, but it's very, very simple. So your product is the biggest deciding factor on whether or not you're going to get sales or not. If your product is a winner, then people will buy no matter what. And if your product is not a winner, then you can have the best store in the world and nobody would want it because that product isn't in demand and it's useless and nobody wants it. So if you're spending a lot of money on a product that's not getting you any sales, then ditch that product and find a new one. Don't get emotionally attached to any of your products, because if it's not working now, chances are it's not going to work, in the future. Now, there are a ton of reasons why your Shopify store is not getting any sales right now. I'll cover just a couple more before I end this video off. But another reason why is probably because you do not have any recommended apps. You need to have urgency, you need to have trust, and that's, trust badges, countdown timers. You need to have social proof. So it's saying this customer bought this product an hour ago. The more social proof, trust, and urgency you can provide and add on your store, then the more your customer will want to buy, the faster your customer will want to buy, and the happier your customer will be buying. Because you can see Stephanie from New York bought this one snorkel mask 3 hours ago, James bought it 2 hours ago. Oh shoot, there's 5 left in stock, but you can get yours 50% off, free worldwide shipping, secure PayPal payments, 30-day money-back guarantee, all that. You need to have that because your customer sees that. They might not think about it immediately, but they see it. So make sure you're using the recommended apps. I have a video, once again, it'll be up here, check it out, of all the apps that I do recommend when you start off with your Shopify store, free and paid. I'm going to do 2 more. Second to last one is you are not retargeting. If you're getting a lot of people to your store, people are initiating checkout, people are adding to cart, people are going to payment options, but they are just not purchasing, then you can get those customers back. If I have 100 people who initiated checkout, I guarantee you I could get a couple of those people back through retargeting, just because, one, it's so much easier than cold targeting because these people have already seen your site, they've already scrolled through your website, they've seen your products, they've seen your brand, they've seen your social media accounts, they know who you are. So if you convert that customer, it's so much easier than converting somebody who's never seen you before. 2, they were already interested in the product, so they already wanted to add the cart, they already wanted to initiate checkout. So maybe it was something completely different that drove them away from your site. Maybe somebody's mom walked in the door and said, hey, take out the trash. Maybe they said, hey, oh shoot, I got a meeting in 15 minutes I completely forgot about. Maybe their laptop died. There's so many reasons why people abandon their checkout other than, hey, I just don't even want this product. Now that's probably the biggest reason why they don't purchase it, is because they don't want the product anymore. But if I'm retargeting, let's just say I had a Facebook campaign cold targeting, 100 people initiated checkout, but I have no retargeting. If I ran a campaign to those 100 people who initiated checkout but didn't purchase, I know for a fact I'll be getting some sales off that audience because all those people in that one audience are already interested in my store. So if I show them an ad and I bring them back to my store, then the chances of them converting are exponentially higher. Now the last one is testing. You need to test your products. Don't rely on one product. If you have a winning product, find more winners, because that winner, every product has a life cycle. Product life cycle goes up and then it comes down. So if you have a winner, it could be doing great, it could be doing awesome, but it's gonna die. So if you have one product you really like to sell, let's just say I wanted to sell this one flower right here, and I was really emotionally attached to this product, and I really wanted to sell it. I wanted to have a one product store just selling flowers. And if it's really not working, then I'm gonna try something else. I'm not going to just stick to this one flower idea. I'm going to try to sell other products. Testing is what I stress the most. Testing different products is what I stress the most. You need to test different products because you never know what's going to work the best unless you test. I could test one product and it could be working super well, or I could test 10 different products and have 2 or 3 different products work super well. This product could be making me $10,000 a month, but you never know. There could be another product similar to this or a little bit different that could be making me $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a month. It all depends. You never know what's going to work the best unless you test. Whew! All right, guys, that sums it up for today's video. Those are just a couple of reasons why I think you guys are probably not getting Alright guys, that sums it up for today's video. Those are some factors, some reasons why you probably aren't getting sales on your Shopify store. Now, if you are getting sales already on your Shopify store, then awesome, congratulations. Hopefully these tips and tricks will help you increase your sales and get even more on your store. And if you aren't getting any sales, hopefully some of these factors that I just talked about, you can tweak and fix to help you start getting some more sales. Alright guys, and that sums it up for today's video. Those are just a couple, more than a couple, factors that could be hindering you from getting sales on your Shopify store. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. It means a lot. Subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Have a great day.